Welcome back. Today we are in Proverbs chapter 20 verse 16. This one's a hard one. This one says, "Take the garment of one who is surety for a stranger and hold it as a pledge when it is for a seductress." There are people out there who make wrong choices. So what it means is if you got a friend who makes wrong choices, take his money from him, take his stuff from him that he can lose, and hold on to it for him. And then when he makes the wrong choices, he doesn't lose that stuff because you've got it. Because when you become surety for a stranger, that means you become a co-signer for somebody else. And so if that person doesn't do anything wrong, that people can legally come after you. The Bible says don't do it. So if you got a friend who's going to do that stuff, it's like, hey, sign over your house to me, and I'll hold on to it for you, so they can't get it from you when you lose all this stuff. Or and holds a pledge when it is for a seductress. This guy is going into to someone and just making bad choices. It's like, well, let me hold on to your good stuff so that later on when you come out of this, you'll still have it, because I'll be holding on to it for, I'll be looking after it for you. That's what a good friend does. It'd be better if you could stop him from doing that stuff, but you can't make people do stuff. But if you hold on to something for someone so they can't sell it or whatever for it, that's a good thing. Verse 17 says, "Bread gained by deceit is sweet to a man, but afterward in his mouth will be filled with gravel." So it's like, man, you steal something, you eat it, like, oh, this is so good, I got away with it. And that first initial reaction is sweet. But later on, it's like, man, it didn't satisfy. It really wasn't the right thing. Sin only lasts for a moment. I should say this way. The pleasure of sin only lasts for a moment, but the consequence lasts for a lifetime. So what you should do is, well, you should always do what's right, but what it's saying is that the joy you get from doing the wrong thing won't last that long, but you'll have to pay for it for quite a long time after that. Verse 18 says, "Plans are established by counsel, by wise counsel wage war." So if you are gonna go into war, or like kings do, you better have a lot of counsel, you better have a lot of wisdom, you better have a lot of plans in place to do so. Because if you just go out swinging, you're going to get whomped. People are going to come from the side, because guess what? Your enemy is planning. They're planning all the time. And if you don't plan, then you're doomed. And the same goes for a spiritual battle, and especially for a spiritual battle. The enemy of our souls, the devil, is planning how to get us and scheming all of the time, and we have to be planning how to stand strong. We have to be planning on keeping close to the Lord, putting on the armor of God so that we're ready to withstand his attacks, because they're coming whether we're ready or not. And so if we're ready for it, then we'll be better off. So plan and be ready. Verse 19 says, He who goes about as a talebearer reveals secrets. Therefore do not associate with one who flatters with his lips. So those who are going around flattering people, telling stories about people, watch out for them. They're smooth talkers, they're salesmen, they're trying to get you to buy something or believe something that may or may not be true about someone else. Don't do it. If you are going to make a decision about whether or not you like somebody, make that decision by interacting with that person themselves, but not by what other people say, because other people's views are all tainted. They're biased, and people will try to poison your mind against other people. And so when you recognize that people are doing that, stay away from those people. They're not good friends to have. You can pray for them. You should. Verse 20 said, "Whoever curses his father or his mother, his lamp will be put out in deep darkness." God has great respect for parents, and his children need to have great respect for parents too. So if you are cursing your parents, if you are dishonoring your parents, God holds that one close. That one's special. Don't do that. We don't want to provoke God to anger. And honestly, if we honor our parents, it's actually best for us. Whether we're a kid or not, it's still best for us to honor them. So honor your parents, whether or not you think they deserve it, because God loves you and you don't deserve it for sure. So yeah, God bless you with that one, and have a good day. I'll see you next time.